So Toni Kroos's career goes to an end, or it ends with nothing, while Germany are now going home, even though they're already home. The hosts are out of the tournament, while Spain progressed to the semi-finals of Euro 2024. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Sam and we are back again with another one. We are going to be talking about Germany versus Spain. 2 to Spain, and the Germans are going home. It was one of those games that when you really look at it, you could see that some in-game management were lacking from the Spanish side of the view. And I actually feel like, and what happened was because maybe of what the manager says to the Spanish team. I think the manager of Spain made a mistake of telling this team to sit deep and try to defend. Because if you're watching this game, if you watch really how this game was going and the way it was progressing, it was so easy to see that it lost in terms of the attack, in terms of how the game was going. It went away as the game continued. This is a good team that we know that they're very, very good. At their level best, they can hurt any team. And I'm telling you, this Spanish team should have even scored more than one goal, because I felt like Rudiger was hanging on a yellow card for most of the game. The other defender, it's easy to even put that guy in trouble. If they had runners at the back, there could have been a red card. Toni Kroos himself, even though the legend who just his season just come to an end, he should have been sent off a long time ago. But you know, the English referees are really a bit biased sometimes when it comes to football. But we're not going to talk about that. We need to analyze the game as it was. What did you think of the performance from Germany, the performance as well from the Spanish players? Because I actually felt like, okay, if Gavi had stayed in the game for some time, if it wasn't taken out because of what had happened, the injury, he could have even done more. But because he was out, Dani Olmo came in, and somehow, of course, he's not the guy who dictates the midfield like what Gavi is able to do, but he is so influential going forward. He is that decider, the passes, the movement. He is very, very good at what he does. And I was actually impressed. This other guy, Feni Olmo, I think that's his name. I'm not really sure. Feni Lopez, I think that's his name. He was able to come in and play the Gavi role like he has been playing it for some time, to help out in terms of what was happening with Rodri moving forward, while allowing Dani Olmo being the center stage star who creates, who tries to go in and try to score. And I felt like it worked so well for the Spanish, because it was an interesting thing. The Germans they did not really know how to deal with the extra man that was coming in there. They tried to stop the Nico Williams, the Yamal Lamar, and they did as much as they could. But at the very end, the game was as it was. Spain scored early, and I felt like because they scored early, in a way kind of like affected how the game ended up going, because I do believe that if they had not scored early, they could have actually done more and actually hurt this team going forward, and actually even be able to score more goals. And like I'm saying, some in-game management was almost one thing that costed the Spanish team. The manager, you cannot remove all your front threat because you are leading by 1-0. It never works. He took out one of the players at 61 minutes. That's when he took out Yamal, and after that he takes out Nico Williams and the Morata at the same time. And I'm telling you, we are talking about a German team that is hanging by a thread. Leaving Nico Williams in that game was going to be very important because of his pace. They needed runners. Germany were hanging by a thread. It means that they were sacrificing most of their attacks forward. They even took out one of the defensive-minded players and put on an attacking. It means they were lacking a man at the back. Yet this manager of Spain could not see that, okay, I think I need the runners who can really influence. Of course, Ferran Torres can run, but the problem with Ferran Torres, he is one person who can be energetic all along, but still produces nothing when we need quality, when we need something. We have been seeing this season in and season out at Barcelona, and we could see that it was one of the things that was costing the Spanish team. But like I said, the goal from Florian Rees, it came in, but it was just delaying what was already the inevitable. This game was going to be won by Spain, and I had a feeling, and I said it in my build-up. If you watch the video that I did yesterday, telling you why I believe Spain has the power over Germany, and it'd be interesting. That was exactly my prediction, how this game went on. But also to make it even more interesting, the things that happened and the way the game went on, it even just became so exciting because I really enjoyed the way that Germany played. Let me explain to you. What I was missing on the Germany game was, in the Germany team, was the attackers. The attackers, I felt like they were dead. They did not offer enough. We know what Musiala is capable of doing. We did not see that today. We all know what Kai Havertz can be. We did see that this season with Arsenal, but we did not see that in this game. We all know what these guys can do, but today was lacking. Even the guy from Dortmund, even though I don't watch the German football that much, we have been told of how dangerous he is. So many people were voting for him being the player that plays more than Kai Havertz. They hit the post. They did so much. Kai Havertz, there's a chance that if he had either did kick the ball well to chip the goalkeeper, or even kick a strong ball on the side, the goalkeeper was not getting to that. This could have been a different game, but because of the fact that they were not really on it in terms of scoring goals, they allowed this Spanish team to get away with murder, because the Spanish team was not really doing well defensively. And to be honest, of the teams that Spain has played against this season, this tournament, this was the first game I actually felt like they played with the players with character, with the tactical ability to actually cause them problems, which were Germany. And we all knew this going into the game, but they did not take advantage of that. They allowed the goalkeeper of Spain to actually be the man of the match, and Dani Olmo to run the show, be the player who offers more going forward but offers less in terms of defensive. They allowed him to take center stage. Maybe it was caused by the fact that Toni Kroos was injured as well as tired, because the game went on to to extra time and stuff like that, or maybe because Ilkay Gundogan was not in the game, because maybe that he could have been the player who could have done even better in terms of how Germany were going to actually have an impact on this game. But what can we say? That's how the game finished. The likes of Leroy Sané were in there, but they were offering nothing. That's why they were taken out. So I have to say that even though the managers, they did some of the the decision making that they were doing in these games could have been some of the reasons that costed their teams going forward. But it was a good game, and I think as Germany goes out, they will leave this tournament with their heads held high, because I think they gave their level best. They fought to the very end, and it was a good game. So on to the next. Let's see what France versus Portugal gives us. But I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think? What did you think of today's game? And who impressed you the most as you're watching the game? I've been your host, Sam, and I'll see you on another one. Click the like button and subscribe to The Connect. We'll see you. Peace. Like I said, subscribe to The Connect.